Hello everyone and welcome to Witches of the Moon. My name is Jen and I am your Tuesday hostess. Now this week we're talking about money magic, and I'm going to share some things with you that I do in my own practice, and hopefully I can hear some of the things that you do in your practice. Of course it'll have to be in the comments unless you want to make me a video and then post it and tag me in it, and then I'll go watch a video. Anyway, so one of the things that I do is I have my own altar for just money spells, prosperity, that kind of thing. And on that altar, not only do I have gold candles instead of green candles, but I also have a little statue of Ganesha. And Ganesha helps us break through things, through obstacles and that kind of thing, whether it's we have a block with money, we have some work that we need to do on that, or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying that you can't work with Ganesha at any other time or put him on any other altar, because absolutely you can. You can put him on any kind of altar that you want, and if you don't have a statue, that doesn't mean that you can't work with him. You can just use a picture of him, or you can write his name down, whatever you need to do to make it your own and just put it on your altar. So the other things that I like to do is I like to have a Buddha, a money Buddha on my altar. Of course, I have Buddhas everywhere. I mean, that's just my thing. But I do have Buddha on my altar. And I do have some crystals and that kind of thing, and other candles that kind of relate to, money magic. I have some green candles, candle holders, not candles, but candle holders. But my candles of choice that I use are gold and silver. And not for any other reason, just that I like those. There's nothing wrong with using green if you choose to use green, or you can even use white, because white candles you can use for anything. I mean, they have pretty much every color in them. So, but for me personally, I like to use gold. And when I'm doing any type of money, working with money, I like to write my own things. Even if I find something online that's an inspiration, or I might resonate with something, I'm still going to change it up and add my words, say it the way, add words that I would say, or, whatever it might be. If there's certain herbs, I'm going to go with the herbs, first of all, the herbs that I have that resonate, that kind of represent money and that kind of thing. But I'm also going to go with what feels right for me. Everybody has their own thing, and I think the way that I think is that you can use any kind of herb that you want. It really is your intent that you're putting into it. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. And then I also have a little thing of money that's on my altar. And it's not just money that is from the US, it's money from the Dominican Republic, it's money from Scotland and Ireland and the Bahamas, everywhere, and even Canada. I mean, I've been to Canada. So everywhere I go that's out of the country, I always have some type of currency, and I bring it back and I put it in this little container, as well as, like I said, our own currency, and I just keep adding to that, and it stays there. So that's what I do with my altar, and that's kind of how I do money magic. Now, I don't put things that has to do with money on other altars. Like, I have an Ancestor altar, and what I use that altar for is meditations and doing work with my ancestors, whether it be healing work, whether it be mediumship, whatever it happens to be. Although, yes, my ancestors do help me with money, and I do have photos with them that are hanging on the wall above that altar. But I also want to keep that focus just on money. I don't want to have it all muddled together where I have mediumship work going on or healing work going on. I want it to all be just for that. Keep that energy going and that flow going for money. And, I don't put things like a fountain on that altar, because to me, a fountain is just kind of washing your money away type of thing. So I want things that are going to not only bring money to me fast, but that it's going to keep the money flowing. And you can do like a honey jar if you want. I mean, honey jars you can view for anything, right? It's really your intent. So whatever you want to put your intent in, that's what you can do. So, and that's kind of what I do with my altars and when it comes to money magic. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say on this topic. So I hope you have a great week, and I would love to hear what your thoughts are on what you think of money magic, how you do anything, any kind of workings with money. Do you have a separate altar? Do you do it all in one thing? I'd love to hear what you have to say. So leave the comments below, or as I said, create a video. Let me know in the comments below where your video is. Leave me a tag, whatever, and I'll go watch your video. So until next week, I'll see you then. Bye.